everyone and welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing something a little bit different, and this is actually a house decoration video. I haven't really done one of these before, but I found this house on the gallery by, I'm not too sure how to pronounce the name, I think it's called Jixky or something, I don't really know, Jizky, and they put a house called Family Home 36K, which you may have seen before in some people's Let's Plays. I believe Jen had it in one of her current household videos. I think that's where I've seen it before, and it was just a really nice house I wanted to decorate. It was kind of like a family home. I kind of did neutral colours in a traditional style home, so that's what I did for this. This video is a little bit shorter than usual. It's about 10 minutes, which I think is a good length, especially for a speed build. I normally take quite a while with my speed build, so I tried to cut out loads of like little bits of nothing really, so it wasn't too long and boring for you. So I'm just going to talk you through what we're doing here. This isn't going to be a series, and this isn't an original idea. I've seen people do this before, can't exactly remember who. I think it may have been Fantasia. That's who I think I've seen it from before. So like I'm saying, it's not an original idea, just something a little bit different that I might do once in a while. I just didn't really feel like building, but I was in the mood to decorate, so this is why I chose to do this. So that's mainly the living room done, as you can see there. And if I do cut out bits of the video and you don't get to see the full living room or whatever room it is, then there'll be screenshots at the end of the video so you can see that in a little bit more detail. So we're into the hallway now, which is a little bit of a small space. I didn't really add much video in here because I just put a couple of bits of colour in and some paintings, and that's pretty much it for in there. So now we're on to the dining room, and this was kept fairly simple. Wasn't really too much to it. I had like a big dining table in the middle there with like a big rug and things, and just some like kind of old-fashioned type of paintings, I guess you could say. Not very modern, I suppose. Got some nice big windows there, letting lots of light in, and I put some curtains on there as well. A little like hallway table, I guess you could say, there as well, next to the kitchen door. I've also got the stairs there, which I believe was there. I might have changed them around. I can't exactly remember. This was a little while ago I actually built this, and now it's a couple of weeks later I'm actually doing this voiceover. So I've never really seen that being like the stairs at the back of the house before, so that was a little bit different as well. So yeah, that was pretty much the dining room done. Here we're on to the kitchen, and I had like a double oven there. I wanted one to be like in between those windows, but it was a little bit awkward, so I just put two in like that, so I thought that fit nicely. Had a little bit of trouble trying to get the what are those extractor fan type of things over the stove tops. Had a little bit of trouble doing that, so I cut that out a little bit there, as you might have just seen. And now we're putting in like a kitchen table, and this kind of reminded me a little bit of Jen's Get Together original house, where Rossi and Rosa lived with Isabella in that house. You know how, if you watch the LP, you probably know what I'm on about. How's that little kitchen table? Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So yeah, I'm just putting in little bits of things on the kitchen counters here, just a bit of clutter, microwave, a coffee machine, you know, just the normal things, in a sink. Now I was pretty happy with this kitchen. I really like the colour theme throughout this house. Again, it was neutral, which I kind of need to stay away from a little bit because I feel like all my builds are neutral colours now, but that's just my favourite colour combination to use, I think. So maybe I'll try some different ones next time. So here we are onto the study room. Now this is a little bit of an awkward room. I was going to make this into the dining room to start with, but then I changed my mind thinking it might be nice as a study room, but then it was kind of like a little bit too big for a study room, so I added in like a bar area, and I think I put an easel in there to begin with, and then decided to put that outside. There's also an easel upstairs which I put in as well, and kind of like a library type of room, which you'll see in a couple of minutes time. So yeah, I put in a bar. It's kind of like an entertainment room. It was all open, but I thought maybe it's like if it's like a family home, and I kind of got the idea of like dad being like a business person. You have lots of like business people over for drinks, you know, that kind of picture got in my head for that. So that's what I did with that, and closed it off a little bit. Again, kept with the neutral dark colours. Then upstairs, well, the two bathrooms are, they're kind of next to each other. They're all on the top floor. Sorry, which is fine. Some of the can't speak again. Some of the windows I didn't put curtains in for because some of them were just one of those tiny little square ones, so there wasn't really anything, and I wanted some light into the rooms. So some of the rooms didn't have curtains in, but most of them did. Yeah, so now this is the master bedroom that I'm doing here. Again, just the regular layout with like a dresser, the double bed, some nightstands, and a little bit of clutter on top of the dressers, and some paintings. That's pretty much it, really. So just the basic things there. I kind of wasn't too happy with those curtains, but there wasn't really anything else that I thought fit that well with it, so that's what I went with there. Now on to another bedroom. I think there's 3 bedrooms in this house. This one was, well, I just skipped there. That one was kind of like a teen room. It was kind of, I kept all these kind of like gender neutral, just depending on you know, which family you put in here. Then you can adapt the colours depending on what gender your child is, or you could just keep them this colour, the neutral. So yeah, that was the teen room, I guess you could say. I did that, and there'll be a screenshot again because I didn't really add much of a clip in for that. And then we're on to the kids room here, and I did change that around a little bit because I really wanted to put in that like double bookshelf thing that came with the kids room stuff pack, but it just wouldn't fit because it was kept blocking out the windows no matter where I put it in the room, so I had to just use one of the single ones. And again, just putting in a couple of bits of colour there and things, like one of those big monster toys, whatever, I don't really know what they're called, you know, the dresser and things like that. So we're finished with the bedrooms mainly now. I might have went back to one of the bedrooms that I've done a little while ago and moved on to another one, just because I've like maybe thought to put some paintings in or a rug in or something like that. So I might have been jumping between different rooms. So I did expand those big circle ones. Well, they were small originally, but I expanded them up a little bit because I thought that looked, it just fit the room really nicely, so I was really happy how that looked. So this room right here, which I changed a couple of times, as you can see that I skipped a little bit, is like a library room. It's very simple, just like a sofa, an armchair, a table and a couple of bookshelves, and that's pretty much it. I did have 3 bookshelves in there to begin with, but I thought that was a little bit overkill, I suppose, so I added in another easel, which the one is outside, so if it's raining, I suppose you could, well, it isn't really raining in The Sims, I don't know why I said that, but you know what I mean, you could come inside. So yeah, again, just putting in a couple of rugs on the floor there, and that's pretty much it for the inside. Now we're on to the exterior, which most of it was done. I added in a couple of things like this table, using the backyard stuff pack. I used the new table that came with that and the chairs. I put in a barbecue there, but I moved that back a little bit towards the wall of the house and added in one of those little tables that came with the backyard stuff pack. Added in the fence there, but I decided to use like a green, what they call like a hedge fence, and put that in for a little change. I just thought it looked nicer for this house for some reason. It just seemed to fit best. And then I was trying to find a little fire pit. Those ones are really, really big ones that you find at like the Iron Bluffs and things. So I actually just used one of those simple ones, the small ones for the back garden. Is it kind of appropriate having it there? I'm not exactly too sure, but it just fit nicely in that corner. Added in a couple of plant pots there, and I did this all in the dark. I completely forgot to like actually change it into daytime, which I do in a second, but I just didn't really come to me. As you can see there, I tried to put in a hot tub where I'm putting the pool in now, and I just didn't really think it fit in that well. It was a bit open, I thought, the hot tub. I was trying to find somewhere I could maybe make it a little bit more private, but there wasn't really anything I could do, so I put a pool in there which which seems to fit a little bit better. And then I used that the tool to like cut out the corners a little bit. I did it a little bit too much, just as you can see I took one out of there, but I really liked how that like diagonal corners looked. Just haven't really done that before, and I just wanted to try something a little bit different, and I thought it looked really, really nice. Added in like a dark pool trim as well. Sometimes I forget to do the pool trims, it just isn't really something I think about a lot. Just putting one of there to fit, you know, with the surroundings, like a dark colour. And that is pretty much it. So I'm going to leave you here with the screenshots. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure you leave a like, comment, any other suggestions for future videos or builds or anything like that. Share and subscribe if you haven't. You can go over to my gallery, which is Thomas Sydney 1, to download this if you want finished. Or like I said, you can go over to the original creators to get the unfinished version and finish for yourself. So can't speak again. That's it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll leave you with the screenshots, and I'll see you next time. Bye!